Hello guys, welcome to another video because I'm back. Yeah, nice. And this is going to be another SFM creepypasta reaction to something called Where the Bad Kids Go. It's produced once again, just Where Bad Kids Go. Produced by Cirky. Of course, I will be linking all the relevant credentials in the description. So with that out of the way, let's get right into it.
I must have been 6 or 7 when I lived in Lebanon. The country was ravaged by war at the time, and murders were common and frequent. I remember during a particularly vicious era when the bombings rarely stopped. I would stay at home, sitting in front of my television, watching a very, very strange show.
Also, guys, if my voice sounds weird, it's because I'm sick, so, yeah. I'm recovering from being sick.
It was a kids' show that lasted about 30 minutes and contained strange and sinister images. To this day, I believe it was a thinly veiled attempt on the part of the media to use scare tactics to keep kids in place, because the moral of every episode revolved around very uptight ideologies. Stuff like bad kids stay up late, bad kids have their hands under the covers when they sleep, and bad kids steal food from the fridge at night. It was really weird, and in Arabic to top it off. I didn't understand much of it, but for the most part, the images were very graphic and comprehensive. The thing that stuck with me the most, however, was the closing scene. It remained much the same in every episode. The camera would zoom in on an old, rusted, closed door. As it got closer to the door, strange and sometimes even agonizing screams would become more audible. It was extremely frightening, especially for children's programming. Then, text would appear on screen in Arabic reading. That's where bad kids go. Eventually, both the image and the sound would fade out, and that would be the end of the episode. About 15 or 16 years later, I became a journalistic photographer. That show had been in my mind all my life, popping up in my thoughts sporadically. Eventually, I'd had enough and decided to do some research. I finally managed to uncover the location of the studio where much of that channel's programming had been recorded. Upon further research, and eventually traveling on site, I found out it was now desolate and had been abandoned after the war ended.
You know, some kind of horror movie or something that you're investigating a place where, like, evil things once happened in the name of journalism. That's a cool plot for a movie, actually. Has anyone ever done this before? I know, Denis Villeneuve made a movie about something similar to the Lebanese Civil War, and it was really, really fucked up. Highly recommend you guys watch that. I forget the name.
I entered the building with my camera.
Yes, I can see that. I didn't see you not enter the building with your camera, so what are we doing here?
It was burnt out from the inside. Either a fire had broken out, or someone had wanted to incinerate all of the wooden furniture.
Okay. Well, that's probably the case, because they wanted to remove all evidence of what they did here. Oh.
After a few hours of cautiously making my way into the studio and snapping pictures, I found an isolated, out-of-the-way room.
Excuse me, guys. Okay, so that's like I think that might be the rusted door that he mentioned earlier, where the bad kids go. What I'm guessing is that the terrorists or the organization that ran this show probably tortured the kids or whoever else in there as a sort of warning to the kids that were watching the TV to, like, not do anything bad and, you know, keep in place and just follow whatever rules they were mentioning on that specific day. So just goes to show you how fucked up the scenario was in Lebanon at that time. Like, for for this to be like normal and commonplace enough to be broadcast on national television. So just be glad you guys are living where you are right now, have such nice lives.
After having to break through a few old locks and managing to get the heavy door open,
this guy's relatively strong. He's able to break through locks.
I remained frozen in the doorway for several long minutes. Traces of blood, feces, and tiny bone fragments lay scattered across the floor. It was a small room and an extremely morbid scene. What truly frightened me, though, what made me turn away and never want to come back, was the bolted, caged microphone hanging from the ceiling in the middle of the room.
Oh no, man. Bismillah. Or wait, are you supposed to say like something else? I don't know. I don't really know Arabic. Anyway, that was Where Bad Kids Go, which was actually relatively more eerie than most. Because the thing is with this creepypasta, right, guys, is that I think it actually did happen. Or like aspects of this did happen within like certain war-torn countries throughout the Middle East, because terrorist organizations rely heavily on propaganda and fear and scare tactics to keep their hold over the population, and of course that's what we see depicted here. So the idea that this actually did happen to like innocent children and stuff, I mean, that's crazy, man. That is crazy. But yeah, anyway, guys, thank you so much for staying, waiting around for me to come back. Um, more video, more content is coming soon to the channel, and I thank you guys for being there and excuse me, being there and waiting around, and hopefully next year we'll get even more subscribers, more attention to the channel, and I'm really excited for where this channel can go. So that out of the way, thank you guys so much, and yeah. Peace.